guys. Hi guys, a few technical difficulties there, but I managed to get on a different way. So just looking at the Champions League draw so far, Liverpool have drawn Real Madrid, massive draw, 2018 replay of the final. So massive game coming up for Liverpool FC in the Champions League. I believe we have the first leg at home first. So whether or not we can play at Anfield remains to be seen. I would imagine it's okay because Atletico did manage to travel to Chelsea for the last round. So other than that, we've got Bayern Munich against PSG, Manchester City against Dortmund. The winner of those two games will play each other in the semi-finals, which means obviously the winner of quarter-final 4, which is Liverpool or Real Madrid, will face the winners of quarter-final 2. Will be Porto or Chelsea. So massive draw there. So Chelsea getting the lucky draw really with Porto. That's kind of the draw everybody was looking for. If Liverpool do manage to overcome Real Madrid, they'll be facing the winner of that game. You would think it could be Chelsea. Liverpool Madrid is a 50-50 game. I fancied us against maybe Dortmund and Porto, possibly Chelsea as well. But yeah, Real Madrid difficult. They've not done brilliantly this season in domestic wise. I don't think they're in the top 2 in the league, but their pedigree in this competition is unrivaled really. So really difficult game going to be coming up, but really interesting. It's great to be a part of it, isn't it? To be Champions League quarter-final, semi-final, to be involved in the draw is very special. Obviously, the final taking place in Istanbul as well. So it will be good memories from 2005 when Liverpool won the Champions League in the Ataturk Stadium. Probably the greatest Champions League final of all time. I may be slightly biased, but to be 3-0 down at half-time and to come back in to 3-3 and win on pens is quite incredible. So the draw overall then was Manchester City versus Dortmund, Porto versus Chelsea, Bayern versus PSG, and Real Madrid against Liverpool. And as I say, the winner of Liverpool's match with Real Madrid will be facing Chelsea or Porto. So we know our route to the final. It's not going to be easy. Real Madrid obviously won this competition many times, and especially recently, they won 3 in a row. Their team is slightly different to that team, but they've got some top players still. Benzema is still scoring for fun in the Champions League. That looks like that's going to be the end of the draw. But in terms of the actual match coming up, we're going to be seeing Ramos again. Ramos versus Salah. So it's one for the ages, that one. That's got some rivalry in there, some history. Obviously, Courtois, a goalie we've played against many times. Modric, Kroos. They've got some good players, but I don't feel they're as strong as they were when we lost to them in the 2018 final. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. We need to pick up some form before that fixture comes around. But I'd back us to at least have a good go in that game. I think we'll be strong. Real Madrid won't be happy to get Liverpool either. I can't. Obviously, we're not in great form, but again, pedigree in the Champions League for Liverpool is very high. So I doubt Real Madrid wanted us either. But it's going to be a great game of football. Great couple of games. Fingers crossed we can play at home and obviously at the Bernabeu as well. So yeah, here we go. So just to recap, we've got Manchester City against Borussia Dortmund. Really good game there. Haaland against Manchester City. So some history there. Obviously, his dad used to play for Man City, so a place he's been linked with to join this summer. So you'd think Man City would be okay to go through. It's going to be a tough ask for Dortmund to overcome City over 2 legs. City just do not concede, but if there's one player that can score against that Man City defence, it's going to be Erling Haaland, isn't it? 20 goals in 14 games in this competition, which is actually insane. So other than that, then, as I say, we've got Porto against Chelsea. So the plum draw, really, Chelsea couldn't have picked that any better for them, really. Porto have got some suspensions picked up in that last 16 tie with Juventus, so they're going to be missing some key players as well, but they may be able to feature in that second leg. But you would expect Chelsea to overcome Porto, so it could be Liverpool-Chelsea semi-final again, which there's been plenty of in the past. Really good memories of 2005. We knocked them out with the ghost goal. 2007, we knocked them out in the semi-final on penalties. And then, yeah, they've knocked us out. We've played them in quarterfinals, semi-finals, group stage of the Champions League in the past. So that could be a really good game to look forward to if we manage to overcome Madrid. Bayern PSG, which is a rematch of last year's final as well. So that's really big tie. You probably say that's probably got to be the tie of the round. Madrid-Liverpool is a big tie, of course, probably the second biggest one, but a rematch of last year's final is pretty hard to top. In terms of over 2 legs, Bayern PSG, you'd think Bayern are the more rounded team. You know, PSG have got a couple of superstars, haven't they? Neymar and Mbappe, of course, but obviously Bayern Munich with Lewandowski, Kimmich, Alaba, Alphonso Davies, Neuer still going strong. You'd think Bayern probably be my tip to go through in that one, and then obviously the winner of that match plays probably Manchester City in the other semi-final. But all 4 sides are really good. Looking forward to them coming round. Usually they come round in about April time, so look forward to seeing those. But yeah, just to recap, Liverpool will play Real Madrid. So I'm just trying to find out who plays at home first. Looks like Madrid have come out first, so we may have the away leg first and the home leg second. So pretty good to finish at Anfield. Obviously, the fans would make a big difference at home in those second legs as they have, you know, in the previous rounds. But here we go. So yeah, Liverpool's fixtures now. So obviously Liverpool will play Arsenal on April the 4th in the Premier League. That's their next game. And then April 6th or 7th, we will have Real Madrid away. You would think the 7th, I can't imagine we'll play a Sunday and a Tuesday, that they might have to reschedule the Arsenal game potentially if the Real Madrid tie does fall on the Tuesday. They may have to change that Arsenal game. So it's going to be a busy period because the weekend after that, so April 4th, Arsenal, April 6th or 7th, Madrid, April the 10th, Aston Villa at home in the Premier League. And then again, straight away, midweek after that weekend, Real Madrid at home, April the 13th or 14th. So it's going to be, 4 games in 10 days for Liverpool. So really coming back with a bang after this international break. And then again, after the Madrid game, we're straight back into the league 3 days later with a trip to Leeds at Ellen Road. So only after that do we get a week off before the Newcastle match. And obviously, if we do progress through, the Champions League semi-final will be taking place on April the 27th or the 28th. We then have Man United in between the other semi-final second leg. And obviously, say if we get through into the final, obviously that takes place towards the end of May, most likely. So really interesting, guys. That's the draw. As I say, I'd probably have chosen a couple of other teams before Real Madrid, but I'm glad it's not Manchester City or Bayern or PSG. So really looking forward to that one. Join me for my next videos coming up. We've got some Football Manager content. We've got tier lists. We've got obviously the Arsenal preview. So keep it all Southern Scouser for your latest Liverpool content, and I will catch you soon. Take care.